I'm digging the longer hair.
Thank you.
Tell me what went it like. What do you just wake up one day and you're like, I'm not cutting it. I'm gonna let it grow and see what happens.
I haven't done this in a really long time. This is how I wore my hair when I was a nerd in high school, making beats in my little bedroom in New Jersey. So I'm just bringing it back to 2008, I guess.
There it is. I love it. Tell me, I mean, you've got an album coming out.
Yeah, Voicenotes comes out May 11th. It was supposed to come out a while ago, but everyone has to pardon me because I'm making it literally all myself. So no one else to lean on. So I had to make it perfect.
Tell me at what point, like, because I think we've talked about even your album coming out before, and you were like, it's almost ready. I think it's almost ready. What choice do you make? Like, what happens when you're like, actually, it's not ready? Is it listening to a song? Is it a feeling you have about the day? Like, what?
When every record I'm making, whether it's for myself or for another artist, you just like know when it's done. You know how I can almost picture like people singing along to it, and that's how if the key is wrong, I have to change the key of it to match their singing tone and everything. It's the same thing with an album too. It's because this is a real album, so it's start to finish. There's an intro track. It's almost like a skit kinda. So now I know it's done. It's just a matter of mixing it and putting it together.
Now, people keep telling me about this is now we've moved into this space where it's about singles. It's all singles. Albums are kind of no more.
Right.
You're releasing an album. Tell me why you don't believe the hype.
Well, listen, I love singles. I actually think pop music is getting shorter, so singles that will appear on the radio are going to be like 2 minutes and 20 seconds maybe next year, or as soon as tomorrow, who knows. But I'm a fan of singles. I'm a fan of anybody who's just like a singles artist, and I'll definitely work with people who just want to put out singles. That's totally cool. It's more, this is just for me. This is like how I want the world to know me, which is why I'm making this album.
You're performing tonight.
I am. I'm playing. How long?
I have to. Normally, people who are performing don't usually do the carpets this way.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't. It's something about protecting the voice or like the vibe. But you have I feel like always been so connected to your fans.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I also love talking to people too, and it kind of gets me in the mode. It gets me ready for it,
And then you're also doing the march. You're participating in the march.
Oh my gosh! When my manager called me, he was crying when he called me to tell me that, and I cried when I heard that they had asked me personally to do that. So I really think I'm going to do a justice for them. That's really important for me.
So tell me? Can you tell me anything about the performance? Anything about your participation in the event?
I just want these records that I originally wrote for the world to feel things. Not to name out certain songs, I don't want to spoil it. But I wrote these records for the world, and knowing that part of the world or a big chunk of that world is going to be right in front of me when I'm performing these records. I mean, that's a dream come true, man.